Hello and welcome to another Messy Bench edition, and yes, another unboxing. After I did the review of the Tonor USB microphone, Tonor contacted me and asked me if I'd like to review their microphone arm stand, arm boom, whatever you want to call it. Having used a microphone on a boom for my ham radio for several years now, I jumped at the offer. I've been using a Heil ICM microphone and boom arm on my ham radio for a number of years, and I'll tell you something. There's no going back to a desk microphone after you've had one on a boom. It clears off your operating bench. You can have your keyboard, your logs, operate your radios, no extra cables on the table, and the microphone is always where you want it, right in front of you, with nothing to impede you on the bench or on the operating table. It's just, people live without them, say, oh, I don't need that, the desk microphone is fine. Trust me, once you've used a microphone on a boom, you will not go back. So this is their T-20 Studio Boom Arm, and as you can see here, it retails for a very reasonable price, and if it stands up well, it'll be worth every penny. So let's get this puppy open and see what we've got. This arrived late last evening. I heard some rustling out at the door, and the Amazon people had dropped it off. Whoop. And excuse the messy bench, we're doing several experiments for upcoming videos that won't be unboxings. This appears to be a pop filter, quite a bit bigger than the one that's on the desk unit. Same material, and we know the one on the desk unit was very effective. How's the lighting? Lighting okay? I haven't shot here in a while, and we're still putting stuff all together. Yeah, okay, there's the pop filter. We'll put that down here. Real men don't need road maps. But, oh, maybe this is, oh yeah, it is instructions. Oh, very simple instructions. Oh, I did look at this briefly on the internet before I opened it. This supposedly is a new and improved clamping system. It's about twice the size of the old one for more stability. On the back side of it is a hook for hanging a headset, which would be fine if you mount it on the front of the table, but that eliminates a lot of the advantage of having a boom arm. It's going to be something you're bumping into all the time. If it's mounted on the back of the table, you probably won't be able to use this hook for your headset, unless maybe you have an overhead shelf similar to the mess I have here. You see there's an overhead shelf. If you mounted it up there, you might have room, depending on what's under the shelf, to hang a headset, which could come in handy. So let's unbox this and see what we've got. We have a dust spit shield, I guess you would call that. I don't know really what they call these little foam guys. Wind guard. I'm not a professional audio guy, so who knows. And what do we have here? Alrighty. This is a unit for a slip-in microphone, which my Heil is a slip-in, but I don't think it'd fit in here. It might, but I'm not going to rip out all the cabling. My Heil is well integrated into its arm and has been for a number of years, so we'll leave that alone. Let's see, what do we got? Velcro straps, not sure what those are for. This looks like an adapter for the thread. I think that's a 5/8 thread that's on the end of those flexible microphone arms. We'll see when we get the rest of it out, but I think that's an adapter for the desk microphone I have. Okay. This is the clamp. And that certainly appears to be, that's 3/16 of an inch thick. That's at least 3/16 steel. That's very rugged looking. And a big flat platform. That's a very impressive looking clamp. Let's see here. Let me just stick it here for the moment. Oh yeah, that's good and stiff. That won't go in. In fact, I bet I could pull the bench over with that. That's going to be nice and sturdy. Evidently they had trouble. If you look at the pictures on the web page of the old clamp, it's about half this size, and the bottom piece is only about here. This is a rugged piece of steel. This is nice. And again, you guys know me. If I don't like it, you're going to hear about it. What else have we got in here? Come on. We back in frame here. Okay. Caution. I bet it says something about pinching your fingers. What do you bet? Because these things will fold up like the magnifier lamps that I use on the bench here. Where are you? Yeah, this guy here. These things will bite your fingers pretty good if you get in the wrong place when you're moving them around. So let's see what it's... Oh, no, it says spring. Caution spring. Spring loaded. Okay. I think that... yeah, when you release the paper here, it's probably going to want to fly open. It looks reasonable. We'll find out once we get it set up here. Where's my scissors hiding? Up there. All right. Scissors away before we fall down. Oh, there's two pair of scissors up there. Where'd the other pair come from? It's so much fun getting old. Every day's an Easter egg hunt. 2-year warranty card, same as the microphone. So we'll put those instructions and the warranty card in there. Okay, it's showing the pop shield on the top. This is showing a shock mount similar to my Heil, which didn't come with this one. I imagine that's an option that comes with the microphone. Okay, I'm going to get the box off the table. What do I want to do with that? Put that in my microphone, box of microphone stuff. And we'll toss that over in the pile in the corner. Okay, here's where the microphone would go, and yes indeed, that's an adapter that will take the microphone that they sent me. Good. I'm going to move over to the operating position, or the video editing position, and we'll get this thing set up and see how it works. Okay, so how does it work out? Well, I guess for the price, it's not bad. However, the arms are a little bit short. I wanted to put the mount back, way over in the back of the operating table, so that this would be down below my line of sight. However, the way the springs are designed here, if I try to bring it down, I'm overstressing the springs. You can't bring this down to that position. It wants to go back up. And if I force it down, I'm going to overstress the springs and damage them. It's reasonably sturdy holding the microphone when everything's tightened down. It's certainly going to do the job. They supplied, I guess those straps were to tie your cable along the boom. I'll probably end up using tie wraps instead. This probably isn't a fair comparison at all, because the Heil, which is over here, and I have my headset hanging on that right now, just the shock mount on the Heil that the microphone's mounted in, that's $100. The arm was $100, but built into their arm there are these trim strips, and you remove the trim strip and you can put your cable from the microphone. I also have my cable from my headset running down there, so there's nothing on the table. I can bring this boom down to that position and put the microphone very low to the operating table, far lower than I'd need it from that upper shelf. Or I can run it back and raise it up a little bit. So because of the extra cost, this mic stand is a little bit more serviceable. Just the auxiliary or the accessory mounting flange, that's $30. You figure between the cost of this, the flange, there's $230, $360, about $375 complete for the microphone, the shock arm, the arm, and the mounting flange. However, it's probably the best $375, or one of the best $375 I've ever spent. This has been in service for many years, and although it's developed a creak, that's just the springs creaking, it has been absolutely reliable. And as you can see, or probably see up here, the arms on the Heil are much longer, almost 50% longer. And again, for the price you're paying for this guy, if you don't have a cramped operating position like I do, if you have a fairly shallow desk, probably would work out fine. My main gripe is the fact that I can't pull this forward any further than that. I don't think I can turn, no, I can't turn it around the other way because this arm won't go over the top, which none of them do. And this is no different than your standard magnifying lamp type of stand. It seems rugged enough. It's strong. The clamp has got it securely mounted on the table. No gripes about that whatsoever. The adapter fit the existing Tonor microphone. I will probably keep this smaller pop shield. In fact, I might steal the pop shield and use it on my Heil, although I probably don't need it on the Heil. It's a different style microphone. All in all, I'd say worth the money. Although for my particular use, and this is not, I'm not faulting their unit for this, for my particular use, I need longer arms and something that I can mount either up here to get it out of the way, out of my line of sight, or perhaps over here would get it out of my line of sight. I'll be using this, no doubt. We have solved the problem, and it was a very easy fix. I now have it mounted on the upper shelf. The microphone is in the perfect operating height for me when I'm sitting in my desk chair in front of the table here. I have access to my keyboard. I have unrestricted vision or view of my monitors. The microphone is solidly held in position. What I did, very simply, was unhook the screws. There's two mounts here, and they're nothing but hooks that the springs were clipped into. I removed those two screws. That allowed this part of the arm to come down to a lower level. This section has plenty of extra travel in it for me to position the microphone fore and aft, and when I'm finished working with it, it's tucked up out of the way. Perfect. When I need to use it, I merely pull it forward Bring it down, put it in the operating position, and we're good to go. So, with that quick update, don't be afraid to buy one of these. It certainly will do the job for you. See you again soon, I hope, in the next video, and we should have some more interesting videos coming up, something a little bit more than an unboxing. But I thought anybody needing one of these might want to see what it looked like. See you later. I'm the Radio Mechanic.